right, y'all. Welcome to another edition of Sanus Vision Art and Life. My name is Adewale Agboke Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. Today, I'm going to continue with the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, but today I'm going to focus on Assassins breakdown, the villains. Last week I talked about the Karjakz, but this week we're going to talk about the villains, the assassins, and I'm going to go through all the characters. Of course, you know, the villains, they're not the nicest people ever. You know, these villains that I've created from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. For many that have seen it, from the many experts I've went to, they're like seeing these characters as characters they're going to love as much as the hero. So as you can see on my sweater right here, because it's cold, I decided to wear a beanie and wear a sweater. So if you want one of our nice sweaters, you can get it at sanusvisionshop.com, or a beanie as well at sanusvisionshop.com or sanusvision.com. So let's get it started, y'all. Let's first of all check out back to the bio book again. Okay, so we're looking at the assassins here. As you can see, the whole group is there. You've got Yukon, Snipes, Kanji, Sun Tzu, Revo, Excursion, Artillery, Seth, and of course the Coyotes. So we're going to go through a breakdown of each character. Now, you know, it's supposed to be 7-on-7, 7 heroes, 7 villains, but you know, the assassins don't play fair. So they created like an 8th character, the Coyotes, right? And these android assassins, right? So let's check them out right here, right, y'all? So these android assassins, the Coyotes, right? So basically the profile on them is this. They're, the A-list, of course, is called Coyotes. They have no citizenship because they're AI technology androids. Place of birth is Argon Tech Labs. Basically, they literally created a lab in the lab, so that's where they're born. Now, I know you're wondering, do they have height and weight? Yes, they do, right? Because they have to fit some kind of configuration. So they're about 6'2", 250 pounds because they're heavy. Red eyes, hair colors, none. Occupation, they have none. And fighting skills include martial arts, shadow arts, but also too, they can mimic whatever you do. So whatever fighting style, depends on who they're fighting, they can change their ability. They have the ability to adapt to the situation. I've seen a lot of cartoons where the androids wouldn't adapt, maybe except for Ultron from Avengers. But I feel like having androids that actually think for themselves is probably the coolest thing. Self-sufficient, thinking robots that can do their own thing, and that's what you want. So the Coyotes, right? And let me give you a little snippet of the bio of them. Android assassins designed to look like Revo, which is one of the main assassins, right? Revo is a very cool character because the Coyotes are truly born from Revo in terms of his schematics of what androids would look like. Sun Tzu wanted some androids, but he's like, you know what? I'm gonna base it on my son and make him look like him, but not completely like him. So that's where the androids come from. And they are built with artificial intelligence system, which allows them to adapt. That's all I'm going to say. So if you want your copy or to know what else is going on with the rest of these Coyotes, you got to get your version of this book, the Karjakz Vs Assassins bio book, which is available on our website at sanusvision.com or sanusvisionshop.com. So that's the Coyotes right there. You know, like I said, the assassins aren't playing fair. And just to let y'all know, if you were interested in a poster, you can also get them on our website too at sanusvisionshop.com. So the Coyotes are right here. Of course, you see them right there. You know what I'm saying? So visit sanusvisionshop.com if you want to get one. So, you know, we're going to keep this party going, right? So next up is Yukon. Man, this dude right here, man, Yukon is a monster. I'm going to let y'all have a look at him. I mean, he's just terrorizing, man. Like I told you, the assassins are terrorizing, but they're also cool looking, right? So creating him, I always wanted a strong guy on the villain side of the team. He's just the polar opposite of Diesel. Plays by no rules. Doesn't think the rules apply to him. He's willing to do whatever it takes to win. Let's give you a profile breakdown of Yukon, right? So his real name is Titus Malaluga, aka Yukon. Alias citizenship is USA. His place of birth is Kauai, Hawaii. So he's from the islands. You know, I'm a big fan of Hawaii. Height 6'7", weight 288. Eyes brown, hair colors black, gray. With dreads. Occupation, he's a security enforcer at Argon Tech, and Argon Tech is owned by their leader Sun Tzu. So he's more of an enforcer, you know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for whoever's going to show up in that building acting a fool. You don't want none of the Yukon. Fighting skills include wrestling. His choice of weapons are shockwave cables, his power biosuit, right? Which literally can do many things. Aside from being bulletproof, it amplifies his strength like unlimited. And other information include he's a former world's strongest man and bodybuilder. So, you know, when I say bodybuilder, Yukon he's this character that he's going to do whatever it takes to win. So, which means he started to inject himself with different kinds of things that just amplify his strength, make him get where he needs to get. But when he met Sun Tzu, that pushed it to another level. So Sun Tzu gave him something that would even even completely make all that stuff look like a joke, and he just turned into like this superhuman soldier and superhuman. And so as far as his family info, father is deceased, mother lives on Kauai, Hawaii. Now let me give you a little bio of Yukon. Titus Maluga was born of humble beginnings. His mother a nurse, his father a coal miner, deceased at the tender age of 9. As he grew, so did his strength. And that's all I'm going to say. So, you know, back, like I said before, if you want to read the rest of this and know what else is going on with Yukon, you have to buy this bio book. It's available on our website at ScienceFictionShop.com. I'm going to let y'all look at him again for the second time and check out the cover. As you can see, Karjakz Vs Assassins right there. So, you know, Yukon right there. You gotta get on our website to see Yukon. I mean, Yukon is just a beast, man. And he gives Diesel all he can handle. And Diesel is part of the Karjakz. Now let's check it out, the poster, right? So just in case y'all decide y'all want to buy a poster, so you can visit our website at ScienceFictionShop.com. As you can see right there, Yukon looking so sick and hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's Yukon right there. Now on to our next character, Snipes, the beautiful Snipes. I mean, this lady is just, looking at her might be the last time you breathe. She may be pretty, but she's not none to be trifled with. Her real name, let's check her out before I start breaking her down. Right? Check that out, Snipes. I've had a lot of people tell me, man, she's hot. I was like, well, that wasn't my intention when I drew her, but okay, I'm okay with that. You know, Snipes, her real name is Nicole Pham. Alias is Snipes, of course, you said. Her citizenship is French-Algerian. Place of birth is Paris, France. She's tall, y'all, 5'10", 147, with the green eyes. She's got purple, black hair. Occupation, she's a supermodel. Fighting skills include Masan Karate and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Choice of weapons are energy crossbow, spider darts, and ISA caps. And she drives an Aston Martin, which I'm not going to tell you the name. That's all you need to know. She's got a very cool vehicle. Other information, she's a 2-time current Miss Universe. And parents are unknown. Now, the thing about Snipes is that too often she's mistaken as, oh, she's just this pretty face and she can't do nothing. That's usually what gets a lot of people in trouble, because by the time you get through realizing what just happened, you're done. She's not something to be trifled with. I think her beauty is something she used to misdirect people, not realizing what she came there to do, which is basically to take you out. Snipes is incredible. Now let me give you all a breakdown of who she is. Nicole Pham, aka Snipes, drop dead gorgeous, as I told y'all before, and twice as deadly. She parades herself as a world-class supermodel, and at the same time, Snipes is an assassin. So that's what I'm going to say. So if you want to read the rest of what is going on with Snipes, you have to get this bio book on ScienceVision.com or ScienceVisionShop.com. So that's Snipes right there, y'all. She's a deadly beauty that's not to be trifled. You don't mess around. And let's look, if y'all decide y'all want a poster, just to have a poster, check her out right there, y'all. Look at her, the gorgeous beauty herself, Snipes. So you can find this at ScienceVisionShop.com, y'all. So let's move on to our next characters, y'all. Revo. You know what I'm saying? I think he's one of the most beloved characters in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Even though he's a villain, he's just cool looking. So let's have a look at Revo, right? So this is Revo right here, y'all. Check that out. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing about Revo is, just as how I based the characters, some of the heroes on my brothers and my sister, and my close friends, well, Revo is based on my cousin. And that's what, remember when I told him, hey, dude, I'm creating a character based on, he's like, is he going to be a hero? I was like, no, he's going to be a villain. He's like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. So I was quite shocked when my cousin was okay with me making a villain based on him. He's like, that's sick. And, my cousin has dreads. So this character has dreads. So now let's give you a profile of Revo. Real name is Tuan Lee. Alias is Revo, of course. Citizenship is Filipino, South African descent. Place of birth is Luzon, Philippines. Height 6'2", weight 190. He's a ripped up individual, man. Eyes blue, hair black, dreads. Occupation student, majors physics. Aside from being a great combatant, he's great with science. He's a master of science. He understands a lot of the terminologies, what it takes to create whatever chemicals might need to be used, the assassins need. Fighting skills include martial arts and the shadow arts. And within that shadow arts, Revo, in the entire Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, he and Raskin might be tied for the best fighters in that whole universe, because they are incredible hand combatants. His weapons are pincers, sword, shadow disc, shadow suit, nunchucks. His bike, I'm not going to tell you the name, but it's a very cool looking bike. And the author information is that he is the twin brother of Kanji, and he's also the son of Sun Tzu. So, you know what I'm saying? He's the son of Sun Tzu. So he's, his daddy's son. He's down for that. He's down for the lineage to take over one day for the assassins. Let's get a little bit about him. Subterfuge and guile and stealth defines this character. Tuan Lee Revo is a master of the shadows. Not only is he acrobatic, but he's also shadow, so it allows him to conform. So that's all I'm gonna say, y'all. Y'all want to visit the website, sciencevisionshop.com, if you read more on Revo. I mean, he's just one of the sickest characters in the Karjakz universe. He's a student, as I stated before, which is weird. So being a student, just like Rasputin and Glocks from the Karjakz side, the heroes, Revo finds a way to balance being a student and being an assassin, which is real difficult, especially when you have a demanding father like Sun Tzu, who expects you to do nothing, expects you to put out nothing but the best. So, you know, Revo is a very talented hand combatant. Like I said before, he's tied with Rasputin in terms of who's the best hand combatant in this universe. I remember creating them both, and I came to realize, like, wow, these two guys look like they can really give people the business, man, in terms of hand combatant. Because, of course, we like seeing superheroes that can fly and shoot lasers and all that. But like I said before, I wanted people that looked ordinary, but that could do extraordinary things. And Revo is so sick. I can't tell you how many times I'm at the comic expos and people are like, man, this character is sick looking. So y'all, if y'all want to see what I'm talking about, you got to go to our website, sciencevision.com. But I'm going to show you him today, right? If you want to post or put it up on your wall. He sold quite a bit at the art shows. Revo, that's Revo right there. As you can see, he looks so sick, man. So, you know, now let's move on to his twin sister, Kanji. Oh my God, this lady right here, boy, she is ferocious. I remember Ahmad, he was a guest on one of our podcasts. We talked about the Karjakz universe, and he loved the fact that she was just straight up dangerous. Like, she's not to be messed with. She's the complete opposite of the style. Like, people don't look at her, underestimate her. People look at her and fear her. You know, so Kanji, right? She's also the daughter of Sun Tzu. She's out of the twins, you know, she's the twin sister of Revo. So they're twins, but she's the oldest, I guess, by, if you want to say 5 minutes, whatever you would decide to do. But out of the twins, she's older. So her real name is Kanji Lee. Let's check her out, right? This is Kanji Lee right here. As you can see, she looks ferocious, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? She look like she's not to be messed with. Real name is Kanji Lee. Alias, of course, is Kanji. And for all those who don't figure out, that means strength. Citizenship, Filipino, South African, just like her brother, African descent. Place of birth is Luzon, Philippines. Height, she's 5'10", 158. She's got blue eyes. She's red with black hair. Occupation, she's a student, but she's a maid. She's in graphic arts. So she loves the arts. You know, for such a tough lady, she loves the arts. And whether it's calligraphy, whether it's just pencil to paper, whatever you can think of, but she has a fascination with art because she feels like it's a place of creation. Fighting skills include master of karate, shadow arts, just like her brother. And shadow arts is something that the assassins have come up with, a fighting style to which they can just kick butt. Weapons, katanas, chakrans, and she has a bike just like her brother, and it's sick as I don't know what. I'm not gonna tell you all the name. Family info, twin sister of Revo, like I told y'all before, and she's the elder of 2 twins. And like I said before, she's also the daughter of Sun Tzu. So, you know, he has 2 lines, and Sun Tzu has groomed Kanji to take over when he no longer is around. So in a way, everything Sun Tzu's building is for his children, for their future. But he feels like his daughter has what it takes to lead the assassins on when he's not around anymore. Not to say that Revo can't, but Revo is more of like a general, whereas she's a queen, a king. She can run the whole thing. And like I said before, let's give her a little snippet of who she is. It's dark and hell is hot. That's the kind of life that Kanji has lived. Her name itself is the very essence of strength. So that's all I'm going to say. If you want to read the rest of this, you got to get your own copy of this bio book on sciencefictionshop.com or sciencevision.com. Let's have a look at it again. You know what I'm saying? This book is so sick. You got to get one, man. And so let's have a look at Kanji or what she looks like. And one more important thing. She's actually dating Rasputin from the Karjakz side of the team. So this really gets twisted. So now Revo doesn't just like Rasputin just because he's a Karjakz, can't stand him, but because he's dating his sister too. That makes it even worse. So I know y'all are thinking like, this is really twisted. Yeah, it is really twisted. But let's show y'all a little picture of Kanji, right? Look at her. Ferocious, man. I mean, she's not to be trifled with. I mean, she's gorgeous, but no. You don't want none of that, man. None of that at all. So, you know what I'm saying? That's Kanji right there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So she's the daughter of Sun Tzu. You know, he loves his daughter, so he puts her in front. On next up is Excursion, third in command. AKA, as I like to call him, the enforcer. He's the dude that just ain't nobody gonna be left standing when he gets done. Excursion, let's have a look at him, right? Check out the bio book again. Look at that. Excursion, he's not that dude you want to mess with. You know what I'm saying? So Excursion is the guy, third in command, real name Ruben Jones. alias Excursion, of course, y'all know. Citizenship, USA. Place of birth, Chicago, Illinois. Shot-town up in the house. You know what I'm saying? Height, 6'4", weight 250. He's a big dude, man. Hair color black, eyes are red. He's cybernetics. As you get to know the story of the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, you get to know him and how he came to be where he is. So that's what I'm going to say. Occupation is the head security at Argon Tech, at Sun Tzu's technology company. So he's the head of security. If you come up in there acting a fool, they're not going to throw you out. Let's just say you're not going to leave out. That's all I'm going to say. This guy doesn't play. Fighting skills include boxer. He has military training. He's a former Marine. Weapons, he has his cannon, smart bombs, Zord cuffs. And then his truck, I'm not going to tell you the name, but he has the coolest looking truck you've ever seen. Other information. He was dishonorably discharged from the Marines, bionic arms, sonic facial implants. Family info, totally unknown. That in itself is a secret. So as the Karjakz Vs Assassins users continue to expand, I'll continue to expand on who he is and let y'all know who he is now. Let's give y'all a little snippet about Excursion. Born to be a mercenary, a hitman for hire, Wilbur Jones to use his great Marine until one mission gone wrong changed all that. So that's what I'm gonna say. If you want to do the rest of what's going on with Excursion, you're gonna have to visit silencevision.com or silencevisionsshop.com. This book is a must buy because this book is really part of what's really coming. The bigger book, the first Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book, and it's gonna be straight fire, y'all. I'm not tooting my own, but I know what I created. You know what I'm saying? So this book is gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be not like you've ever seen before. This universe I have is not like you've ever seen before. You know, like I said, I've been to many comic expos and people have been like, man, these characters are sick looking. Especially once I got up to version 5, which is what y'all looking at right now. So that's Excursion right there, y'all. And the thing about Excursion is that he's a very ambitious individual, but sometimes his ambition can get him into trouble in terms of dealing with the assassins, specifically Lord Sun Tzu. He doesn't know his place sometimes, and that's the problem with Excursion. He's a very ambitious individual. He wants to be king, but he doesn't realize, in a way, he's kind of a bishop. But like I say again, y'all are going to continue to know this character. He's somebody I think everybody's going to pull for. He's that dude you see on your wall. You want to put this poster of this dude on your wall. You're like, damn, this dude is sick. I mean, I haven't been at an art show where people haven't said, this dude is straight sick. So I'm going to show y'all a picture of Excursion. Let y'all check him out. You see him right there? Looking ridiculous. I mean, this dude doesn't look like he's the kind of guy you want to mess with. You know what I'm saying? So that's Excursion right there. Now, on to the general of the assassins, second in command, artillery. Also, Sun Tzu's fiance. Aeon Gray is her real name. Let's check her out. AKA Artillery. Look at that. Look at her. She's, whew. When Sun Tzu's got to send her in, it's over for everybody. Period. So Artillery, right? AKA Aeon Gray. Alias Artillery, real name Aeon Gray, as I stated before. Citizenship is American, South American. Place of birth is Albuquerque, New Mexico. 5'9", 142. Eyes are hazel. Hair color is black gray. Occupations is a bodyguard. So she's basically Sun Tzu's. She's parading the whole universe as Sun Tzu's bodyguard. Even though we know she's his fiance, but she's parading the universe as his bodyguard, basically. And people are like, when they say it, like, that's your bodyguard? And he's like, yeah, you might not want to phrase that again. You know what I'm saying? Mostly those who have phrased those words have not been seen ever again. So this lady is not to be trifled with. Fighting skills include martial arts, black belt, taekwondo, karate, and the shadow arts as well. Choice of weapons are plasma grenades, torque cannon, smart bombs, and a choice of guns. She has these. She's just loaded. There's a reason why she's called Artillery. She's just a ferocious lady who's not familiar. She's the fiancée of Sun Tzu, who's the leader of the assassins, as I stated before. She's a former Navy SEAL and CIA operative. And key here, she's the sister of Diesel and Sincere. I told y'all this was twisted. She's the sister of Diesel and Sincere. And you're trying to figure out, how did she become a villain? Well, as they always say, there's always one bad apple or one black sheep in the family. And that's what she is. She was just not conforming to the normal architectural stereotypes. And so let's read a little bit about Aeon Gray here. You know what I'm saying? AKA Artillery. Aeon Gray, Artillery, is clever, beautiful, tactical, and deadly. Attributes that make her a perfect general for Sun Tzu's army, the assassins. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to see the rest of this book, what I got to say about her, you have to get the book. Karjakz Vs Assassins bio book, available now on silencevision.com or silencevisionsshop.com. Look, let's have a look at it again, right? Let's check out the front. Look at that. I mean, this book is sick, man. So, and, you know, the thing about Artillery is that she's a very powerful woman. In her own right, she could actually run the assassins. But because she's the fiance of Sun Tzu, it's like a partnership. And trust me, Sun Tzu knows what he has in this lady. He knows she's not to be trifled with. She's not only tactical, she's intelligent, she's beautiful. She makes most of the plans. She executes most of the things that Sun Tzu wants to execute. I mean, how cool is that to have your lady be your general? I mean, it can't get no better than that. Y'all know what I'm saying? There's very few situations where your lady's actually your general, which means things are actually going to get done the way they're supposed to get done. So let's check out artillery, right? This lady who's a monster. She's a beast. Artillery. She is not to be messed with. Oh my God. You see this lady? You don't mess with her. That's not the kind of lady you mess with. So that's artillery right there. You know what I'm saying? The general of the assassins. Now, on to Lord Sun Tzu himself, the leader of the assassins. I mean, this guy is just incredible. He's an incredible character. Intelligent. I mean, he's equal, if not greater than Thanos, Darkseid, Darth Vader. You name all the villains that I really love. Topper from Ronin Warriors. Sun Tzu is just, man, an incredible villain. He's the villain that you actually pull for. And I think as the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe continues to grow, I know as the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe continues to grow, people are really going to gravitate towards his character, because as you come to know him and what his history is and how he became who he is, you're going to be like, whoa, this dude is sick. So let's give a breakdown of who Sun Tzu is, right? Okay, so he's the leader of the assassins, of course. Everything runs through him. Real name, Blaine Bishop. Alias, Sun Tzu. Sometimes they call him Lord Sun Tzu. Citizenship, USA. Place of birth, Los Angeles, California. Height, 6'1". In armor, 6'7". Weight, 195. In armor, 275. So he gets real heavy when he puts that armor on. Eyes, light brown. Hair, gray. Sometimes bald. Occupation, engineer, CEO of Argon Tech. So not only is he an engineer, but he creates his own company, and in turn uses this company to provide his assassins with the necessary tools that they need to conquer the world. Not just the world, but the universe. This guy's not just thinking globally, he's thinking universally. So, you know, if you're another villain, you might want to clear out the way, because Sun Tzu's coming through. Fighting skills include martial arts, master of karate and taekwondo. His choice of weapons are the sage sword, quantum beams, shoulder cannons, sonic disc, and visual shield. Other information: he's the fiancé of artillery. Like I said before, they're going to be getting married. His tiger is known as Seth, an Egyptian mystical tiger, and family info is unknown. And I'm not going to go into details of that because there's a big story behind that. But let's read a snippet of Lord Sun Tzu, right? Blaine Bishop, aka Sun Tzu, is the reincarnation of evil. Born to rule, sheltered in war. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to read the rest of this, you got to get the book, the bio book, available now on sciencefiction.com. Sun Tzu is he's like the core of the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. He's the guy who makes everything go. He's the guy everybody's waiting to see what he's going to do, because what he does decides what happens in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Whether he's just chilling or whether he's about to start chaos. You know, he believes in one command, and only one command can exist, his command. I mean, Sun Tzu is a great leader. He's a motivator. I mean, you wouldn't believe that a villain could be this encapsulating, could captivate so many people to want to join him, man. Because you have to understand, each assassin, aside from his children, came to join him. For whatever reasons, they felt like he was the best. He offered the best situation, the best chance to be successful in whatever their endeavors are. And look, let's check out the whole group of the assassins together. Look at that, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at the book right there. Now let's check out the poster of Sun Tzu. If y'all wanna see. There he goes right there, Lord Sun Tzu with his mystical tiger. Now let's check out all the assassins too. Look at that, man. So y'all gotta go visit sciencefiction.com and get these awesome posters on your wall. So, you know, the assassins, man, they're very dangerous. They're not the type that, you know, to be messed with. They do as they want to do. They don't adhere to rules. They make the rules. So, you know, the assassins are beyond capable of defeating the Karjakz and taking over the world and the universe. They are not to be messed with. And Sun Tzu has great plans for these guys. So, y'all, this is the Assassins Breakdown. And like I said, you can get this book. It's available on sciencefiction.com or sciencefiction.shop.com. So I want to thank y'all for listening. That concludes our show, y'all. So thank you for listening. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by Adewale Booker Jr., yours truly. Please check out our website at sciencefiction.shop.com or sciencefiction.com. And please subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen, whether it's Amazon, Desert, Spotify, Apple. And you can also listen to our podcast on our website at sciencefiction.shop.com or sciencefiction.com. Please don't forget to review us. Rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, I want y'all to check out our podcast too, also on our different social media platforms, which includes Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, all at Science Vision. And I state it again, please don't forget to review us. Rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And as always, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week, y'all. Stay safe. Peace.